Hey guys, and welcome to another episode. Today in this video, I'm gonna go over why installing a relay harness for your HIDs is very important. Now, if you guys have problems with your HIDs, maybe they're flickering, maybe they're not staying on properly, and you have them hooked up to the OEM wiring harness of the car. Well, you could get an issue where the OEM wiring harness isn't supplying the proper power that it needs for the HID ballast so it can properly illuminate and keep the HID bulb on. So today, I'm going to show you why installing a relay harness like this is very important. So behind me, we installed HIDs on the Golf, and we have them installed in the low beam in the projector housing of these headlights. Now we have the wiring for this relay hooked up to the OEM wiring of the car. So essentially all we did was we disconnected the regular halogen bulb that was installed on the car. We disconnected that and we hooked up the relay wiring directly to it. And I'm going to show you what happens when you do that. So as you can tell, we have the bumper off, and this is our relay switch. So the relay is going to be essentially supplying power from the battery that we're hooking up right here, from the battery to the relay, and that right there is going to be turning on the HIDs by supplying power directly from the battery to the bulbs. So we're not going to be using the wiring harness from the OEM headlights for anything other than a signal, and that signal is to activate this relay. So we have this hooked up right now, and if you guys listen carefully, you'll be able to hear the relay turn on and off when we turn the key. Okay, so if we were to turn on the HIDs, this is what we would hear. Okay, listen. Did you hear that? Okay, I'll try it again. Listen carefully. I'll put it right up to the mic. I hope you guys heard that. So what happened is the relay switch inside of here is flicking from an open circuit to a closed circuit, and it's going to be supplying power once we hook these up from the battery to the bulbs. So we have the relay harness right here disconnected from the car, and we have our HIDs installed. So I'm going to show you how to get this relay harness working on your vehicle. So if the light doesn't turn on, if it flickers, or if you have any other problems with it, this is what you would do. So Luca, turn the car off just so we don't have power going to the bulbs. So we're going to be disconnecting this connector right here, and that's coming directly from the ballast for the HID. So we're going to disconnect that, and Luke, I'll get you to do that right now. If you disconnect that and you install this connector right here, go ahead, you can install those now. So this is just one side. So as you can tell, with that disconnect, we have one end and two, and our relay harness has two connectors. So we're going to be attaching both of those in. So there's one, and we're going to do the same thing on the passenger side of the vehicle. If you do that, and then you hook up the power and the ground that's going to the relay, our headlights aren't going to be using the old OEM wiring harness to turn the bulbs on at all. The power is going to be coming straight from the battery. So we're not going to have anything interfering, and it's not going to be cutting out or flickering afterwards. The headlights are going to run 100%. So with the driver's side hooked up, the passenger side hooked up, and if we follow these wires, they're going to the relay, and then the relay needs power. So the power is going from there, and then we need to supply power to those. Now we have this side right here, which is our positive, and you can see because we have our fuse in there, and our negative, which is our ground, is going straight to the battery. So with it like this, if we were to go in the car, the headlights are going to turn on without an issue. So if we go in the car, turn the key to the on position, and turn our low beams on, we're not going to have an issue with the lights flickering or one of them turning on and the other one not. They're going to turn on right away without an issue, as you can tell. So we have both power coming out of the projectors, one and one. And now as it stands, we just need to clean up the wiring and make it, not like this. This is just a temporary mock-up to make sure that the wiring and everything is good. So it's now just a matter of disconnecting everything, making it clean. So we're probably going to run the wiring inside the crash bar and go from there. But as it stands, that's how you do it. That's how you take care of your HIDs if you have any issues. When you guys are purchasing a set of HIDs, if you can, opt for a kit that comes with a relay harness that comes with it. So you're not going to have any compatibility issues with the connectors or anything. Now we've got a relay hooked up for our low beams to make sure they're going to work properly, and the same thing for our light bar. So we're not going to have any problems with these lights because all of the power isn't supplied from the OEM wiring harness. It's supplied from the battery directly to it. If you guys have any questions regarding this video, throw them down in the comment section below, and I'd be happy to help. Again, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Now, I've mentioned this a few times, we're gonna be changing up the way that the headlight sits. So we wanna make sure that the light output from the headlight is gonna be perfectly straight across, and it's not gonna be up blinding other oncoming drivers. So in a future video coming out this week, I'm gonna show you how to properly adjust your headlights.